Welcome to this episode of DIY3DTech.com. In this episode, I want to share with you this new chuck that I just got. So in a few episodes back, you might remember me talking about using the chuck for my fourth axis on my CNC. Then I did another episode where I built a PETG or designed a PETG mounting plate for it. But one of the things with this guy is how tall it is. It's a very tall chuck. And it takes away some of the working room. Now, since I've really been just using this one for coins and stuff, it hasn't been too bad. But I want to get down lower to the deck, if you will, because what I want to do is use it to hold round stock such as this. And this is one of the reasons I picked this guy up. Is one of the things you'll notice how thin this guy is compared to this other one. So this guy is about, let's take a look here. If we turn the calipers on there, to this it's about 27, and I'm not getting all the way down. So it's about 31 millimeters high. And this stock is probably at its upper maximum. And this is about 50.9, so about 51. I'd say probably about 50 is around the max, because this is just on the edge of popping off. Because I had to gingerly get it on there, but as you can see, it's 59.5 opening. So I'm really excited with this guy. Now, unlike this guy that uses a square chuck key, this uses 2 pins to pull in counter directions that pop in the side here, sort of like this, and allow me to tighten it up by tensioning those, which I really like versus the chuck key on this. Now, you might remember I made a chuck key for this guy, so I could get to it on the bed, where this one I don't have to worry about the height or where the bed is. So I can get real low profile, and I really like this setup because, again, what this does is allow me to actually use round stock and hold it and mount it on the CNC and actually do a pseudo reverse lathing on it. And that's really what I want to do, because what I'm going to do now, this piece is just rough cut on the bandsaw, but my plan is to actually face this off on the lathe, center drill it, and then use that center drill mark as my center for this to center the CNC. And so I'll set up all the G-code to have the center of this as the origin, and then basically pocket out or machine out the various pieces from obviously the surface down. So I'm really geeked about this. Watch for some stuff coming. One of the big reasons I did this is I've had a couple people write me about wanting to do bushings, and one of the things, I can do the bushings on the lathe, but my lathe is manual. I want to do it in a CNC fashion. So in other words, I want to be able to drop a piece of round stock in here, pocket machine out my bushing, and then just surface it off and cut it off. And so that's what I'm hoping to be able to do with this and mounting it on the CNC. So hopefully this is giving you some ideas of how you can use your CNC as a pseudo lathe. Also, a couple things I noticed, when I go to the fourth axis too, this old Tony did a couple things of pseudo lathing on his CNC using the fourth axis. I'm also looking forward to that, because I want to put this guy back on my fourth axis and start some of those experiments, because as you saw, I've gotten a replacement 4-axis controller for Garble, so I want to get that wired in and get that working so I can do that. So now you really got the best of both worlds. This guy was like sub $70, so it was really a good price on this, at least I thought, because these were running closer to 100. And again, I wanted the lower profile chuck anyway. So hopefully you found this video interesting, maybe a little bit inspiring, give you some ideas of stuff you can do with the CNC and a chuck like this. Hey, if I did, give it a big thumbs up. I appreciate it. Don't forget the bell icon over there. Put out content on a regular basis. When you hit that bell, you're notified. And I'm sure you're a subscriber, right? What? You're not a subscriber? Well, the button's going to be coming up over there. Be sure you hit it. I put out regular content. Be sure to check out our playlist. I've got a ton of content from 3D printers, CNCs, laser cutters, you name it. It's all out there in the playlist, so check it out. And Swag Shop's up there, and we'll see you guys in the next video where we talk about something else cool. Cheers.
Please click like below and subscribe to the channel.